Yeah,
Hello,
it's
hello.
hello, hello. So, BoredIn have a live space tonight and a surprise. And yeah, we do want to go through to what we thinking about for the BBAC plan. Thank you, Fanny, and thank you for such a so much supporting MBA community and also so much supporting our BoredIn. So let's just start the space. So how about let me to put it up what we going to discussion tonight. So first, of course, we want to say thank you, Fanny, and it was just such a grateful journey for the season 6. If you doesn't know what is a Fan A and what they're doing, I highly recommend just go right ahead to their website. They're just having a different program and also different education and even including a lot in coaching funding for supporting you creating your gene and also supporting your MBA program. And if you're building something with the IP or UN, and definitely go check out because they just have a ton of the research in there as well. So lately they have like BBAC program. What I mean BBAC is mean built by Acon and such a grateful we've been the top 10 the first one top 10 BBAC programs partners and yeah here we go and that's just where we are.
Yeah, I think, just to double click on that, Thank Ape has been a great partner. We've talked with that team. They've supported us in the past. And, they have smaller contributions that, anyone can sign up and go earn ApeCoin for. So, another kind of reason to go check it out.
Exactly. So I think maybe some of you still don't know what we are and what we do. I would like to give a quick introduce ourselves. We are born in, we build in the MBA's community. We having around 200 founders inside the good check. We also is a medium. We build newsletter and also building ton of the MBA research. We also hosting event and building a website research tool for the MBA brand for promotion as well. So yeah, definitely follow us, and we just non-stop building almost every day for the MBA research, and that's who we are. This is what we think about who we are. There's always a behind the scene. If you love to follow us, my name is Populous Arc, and this is my brothers in here. We're not relay at all, but we I love to call his brother because he is always such a great folks, just like a big brother for us, and always take care of everyone in the space. And that's just MFT holder AAA. So this is a picture for remember our first time to met in the boy IP and Acon meet up when we're doing the UN. We just are such a grateful to everything just happened built by the Acon, and this is how we relations start. Like why build alone? Let's build something together, and this is how we start boy in. And maybe some of you don't know who we are and what we're doing. I think Jason, you can probably give a longer introduce what we're doing, and anything you want to be added.
Yeah, BoredIn is a sub community, like Popple said. We've got 200 MBA founders, and even though we're the co-founders, I think it's really the community that's helping add value and making it what is today, right? It would be nothing without the other founders in the community. And we building can be lonely, right? And what's the difference in building in this space with the club? I think it's the network. It's kind of what I've experienced in reaching out to people in Web3 and everyone kind of being very open and welcoming and very charitable with their time. So forming this group to kind of lean into that, especially on the purposes of the MBA program, I think has proven very helpful.
Yeah, well, seems we already introduced boy in. Why don't you just go ahead to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I am a MBA, and even prior to MBA, I was building with IP for Board Bagels. Hence or since then, with the MBA, we've experimented with other brands and products, Board and Tipsy, Board Snack Cookies, and now Board IP has become this parent company to these CPG consumer packaged products that we continue to grow on top of some of the products I actually have in my hospitality group and we serve every day. And you know, BoredIn kind of grew from my experiences of kind of wanting a community to build with as well. And I've since kind of also leaned into Board Trading Co. to kind of like help spotlight and pull the physical product together and showcase that at trade shows. And some of that is just my professional background, having worked for Amazon, Target, Walmart, launching the logistics side of HelloFresh in North America, and then heading up Bloomberg America's Logistics, which have supported thousands of trade shows and conferences. So yeah, thanks, Pablo.
So yeah, so I am artist, always been artist, and I work for OpenSea before. Now I'm work in Acom, Markham's, and as a Markham store. I am the founder of the Boy Art LLC. So I've been building a lot of the Q start around the BAYC's IP, and also I'm the founder of the Boy T. And I am interested to building a lot of the things with the art and yeah, building with the Jasons as always. And I'm the ones the most behind scene to building all this TED and newsletters and basically just doing ton of the design and yeah, just someone always hang out in the behind. And seems that we talk about who we are, and I do like to show what we actually exactly build. We build newsletter, start from digital, been grateful journey to every week just non-stop to following our newsletter. But lately we've been like slow down because it just like so much is going on. Also, we can like carry on to continue to separate our time to the live space. As you see, we've been hosting live space um almost a half year every Wednesday. So it's just like quite ton a lot of content flowing out in the space. We also host the event. The latest one of the event we're hosting is actually doing the boy bunch in the MFT NYC was just great for a lot of people to come. Like 100 people come. Cooperation with FNA as well. We have a very great strong partnerships developed. And yeah, and as you see in the YouTube, we do have our YouTube channel. We have a live space, but include this video will be automatic live space in the YouTube. So anyone if doing the MBA research or interested in anything with the branding and IP, that's just like a ton of the research video and tutorials and including there. Probably in the future we will follow more, including workshop as well. If you can see on the right side, you can see just one of the space. We just do it today with a boy brewer. We just talk about how's the Acon event in the cooperation with the Brewer Fast, and also we've been talk about how's the update the BBAC program as well. And during our space, we not just supporting MBA, supporting BAYC committee. We also very supporting the Acon DAO committee as well because we do think about building the ecosystem together is just quite important for us. And now we want to share what we plan and why we do the Fan A and what is exactly what we're thinking about how we're spending our budget and getting little spice. So I think Jason, you want to take over from this part?
Yeah, I mean, I think, whether you've worked with us or you're part of our community, we really try to bring in real life events, spotlight and amplify MBA brands in the community and collaborate, right? So, I think that's where we're going to continue to lean forward and what BBAC built by ApeCoin with ThankApe is helping us do. So excited to jump into the details and share that plan with you guys.
Exactly. We just would love to collaboration with everyone. And this is a couple plan for our boy in the BBAC fun plan. So maybe Jason, you could like to go ahead to share with everyone.
Yeah, yeah. So, like Papa said, we've been building over half a year, right? And this is the first funding we've gotten. So, there's definitely a lot of hard work, that Papa does and puts in to produce the newsletter, the space, the website, all these things, and I think we've tried and tested some tools, and there's some free ones, but obviously there's a lot of great paid ones that help save us time and allow us to produce these things a little bit easier. So some of the funding is going to help us do that, right? Support these tools, the website, the live spaces, etc. Along with some new capabilities that you're able to see on the website already with MBA brand and a search tag, right? So, unlike maybe some of the other websites that, like the Bodega, which is great, that serves as a directory, we lean in more with the news and kind of aggregating the news against the brand, and the search tag helps us kind of capture that and give an update. For example, like 4T, right? What's new with 4T? And you can go on BoredIn News and check that out.
Exactly. And yeah, and do you also want to mention about the couple things we actually try to do in the next step?
Yeah, yeah, the newsletter, which has been great, um, has evolved, and we've kind of got some great feedback, and continues to serve a way to spotlight the community. We've talked about printing it in the past, and obviously, like digital is something we'll continue doing. Printing it obviously takes some time and some funds to do that, but as we go to events, just very kind of impactful to have something that people can take, they can look back on and reference, and there's a QR code that takes you to the brand or the spotlighted MBA products. So it's something that the funds will help us then achieve unlocking the printed version of the newsletter at events.
Yeah. And also
Yeah.
we will be definitely including Fanny sticker because I think lady you can see on the timeline having a lot of Fanny stickers actually printed by us, and we do love to share the newsletter at the same time. We want to celebrate about the BBAC program, so we have a couple versions of Fanny. We also giving away in the newsletter at the same time we including Fanny stickers as well. So yeah, we also the next step will be used for the AFAS Boyin's Community House, and
Yeah, why don't we? I think we actually have a couple of slides next. We can probably go to it and we can talk about it as we
yeah,
show the venue.
exactly. Yeah, and also like we can continue to just show. So the next slide you can really see what we talking about the new website update. We do have including the new tool. It's called Search Test. So any MBA brand you can apply. Something special about this tool is each MBA brand once you click it on to check it, you will see it's specific having their photo gallery and also having all the founders and all the information, content information. So it's much more detailed and also will be inbox mail in to email to everyone once if you submit as a user. So that's just where we continue to promoting each MBA brand. It's such an amazing tool. The other things we just mentioned about the IR newsletter, we actually already start to give away stuff from Bob Brewers and the Brewer Fast event. It's actually everyone's getting great feedback because that is something so different when you hone it on the hand. And for the A Fast Boy in the Community House, I think Jason, you can continue to share about what we are planning on, and that's actually something the timeline we already locked down.
Yeah, yeah. Just before jumping into that, I would say for both the newsletter and the search tag, for those that want to be enabled or included into the newsletter, there is a form that you can fill out on the site. So feel free to go do that, and we'll start to chip away at the 500 MBAs that are out there. So A-Fest, right? Super excited. I think it's still far away, but it's coming around the corner. And we wanted to enable the community, right? Empower the community to really leverage the in real life Ape Fest. But then, Ape Fest is great, 3,000 people, and we're all going to have a great time. But we also wanted to engage and interact a little bit differently, and network and have some of these conversations, which isn't always afforded at a large kind of venue with a ton of people. So, thankfully we kind of locked down very early a venue that can fit 200 people, and I think the kind of like best part of it is it's 10 to 11 minute walk from Ape Fest HQ, right? So it can act as a meeting point, a kind of like hangout spots, even when there's no programming. But we also are working on a lot of programming across different sub communities to diversify and allow them to have those engagements and offer that to the community. Just also featuring MBA, right? Board Trading Co. will be featuring MBAs, and we'll be incorporating them everywhere where we can, right? We also have a chef, culinary crypto, that's coming out, and board brunch, and we're talking about some other activations where he might be cooking up some delicious boring food for us, and hopefully he'll continue to, like he did some other events at NFT NYC, incorporate some NBA products into those dishes. Um, so yeah, I think super excited. We've already got 4 or 5 of these events on the calendar, Thursday to Sunday, which we have booked. Welcome Apes, Laughing Apes to kick it off on Thursday, and then Coffee with Captain doing a kind of podcast, their normal morning show. We're excited to host them there, to then lead into a House OG happy hour and fashion show that will happen later in the day, which, it's not just House OG. I think, anybody in the kind of like Web3 apparel space, or NBA apparel, definitely tap in with Gachita, because we're looking to feature a bunch of brands and exciting product there. Um, and of course, Sport Brunch, right? The event that we threw in NFT NYC, where we're excited to carry that into Lisbon, and have that as a kind of networking event for builders and MBAs, but also this kind of grab and go breakfast that will carry over from Friday to Saturday, 9 or 8 to 11, to allow people to just come and hang out, meet up there before maybe they head into Ape Fest. And we're working on having, board bagels, board tea, some pastries, some coffee, hopefully a espresso latte machine. So, convenient for everyone to just stop by, say hi, and start the day. And this is just the start, right? So we are looking to include more communities, more groups. Again, MBAs will be included through Board Trading Co. And we're also featuring artists, right? Artists in the space, at the venue. Again, not everyone's gonna have that opportunity at A Fest, so let's hopefully people come out and support the venue, support the artists, support the sub communities, and I hope everyone stops by at least for something during Ape Fest, and look forward to seeing you guys.
Exactly. And yeah, and I hope also we can continue to building together and don't forget follow each other. So if anyone having any question, please feel free to reaching us, special for any MBA question. There's just a couple account for BoredIn and also for me and also for Jason. And if anyone also interested to building on together with the BBAC programs or AFAS, and please feel free to reaching out. Just want to say one last thing, We love Fanny. I know you don't want to do it, but I still do it, and I love Fanny. And thank you so much for
I'll do a small one.
yes, small one. Such a
No,
great
big love. I have to do
love,
it
yeah,
now, right?
because it's just like it's never having that kind of program to 100% for built by Acorn and supporting MBA, and also doesn't need to go through like the crazy voting process. That's just amazing. Especially even someone more for Econ, and I just want to say thank Fanny just done an amazing job to improving what's the best opportunity and what's the best ecosystem we can build together. And also, I feel by doing the Fanny program, just letting you much more focus on what you're building and what's the dream you want to chasing to. And that's the best part with the strategy. And just want to say thank you, Fanny. Yeah, love
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Fanny.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.